Hi, everybody. So today we're going to be talking about 8.2, which is perimeters of composite figures. So make sure you have your math composition notebook out and you are writing down everything that I'm writing in your notebook so that you have good organized notes. So let's write the learning target for today. It's going to be, I will be able to find the perimeter of a composite figure. So first, let's define what a composite figure is in your notebook. So would you please pause it and write this definition down? So a composite figure is made up of triangles, squares, rectangles, semicircles, and other two-dimensional figures. In easier terms, a composite figure is just made up of a bunch of different shapes, okay? It's not your typical circle, square, triangle. So here's a couple examples. Notice how in this example right here, there's a square and then there's also a triangle. And in this example, there's a semicircle and also a rectangle. So to find the perimeter, which is our goal for this section, to find the perimeter of these composite figures, all we're going to do is just find the distance around all these figures. Okay? So let's scroll down to example 1 and let's get started. So something that you are going to be doing in your big ideas assignment is estimating a perimeter using grid paper. So let me show you how you're going to do that. Well, first, each of these lines, so from here to here, that is going to be 1 unit. So you're going to count all the different side lengths and then you're going to add them all together. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 units right there from top to bottom. Then we're going to go over. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. Then we're going to go down 1, 2. That's 2. Then let's go up here. Well, this is parallel. This is the same as this 6. So this is just going to be 6. You can count it if you'd like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we go up 1, 2. Notice this is a symmetrical shape. So all these sides are going to be even. Now, this part, write this down. The diagonal lengths on a grid paper is equal to 1.5 units. Not 1, it's equal to 1.5. So how you're going to count? You're going to go 1.5 plus 1.5. That's going to be 3 plus 1.5. That's 4.5 plus 1.5. That's going to be 6. Okay? So that is, or another way you can do it is count how many they go through. So this would be, let's do it, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then over here, you can just go 4 times 1.5 in your calculator, and that also will give you 6. Okay? So this is a symmetrical shape. We now have all of the side lengths. Now we just add them all together. So perimeter is going to equal 4 plus 6 plus 2 plus 6 plus 6 plus 2 plus 6. Okay, and in my calculator, I'm going to go 4 plus 6 plus 2 plus 6 plus 6 plus 2 plus 6. And that is going to give me 32 units. Okay, and I'll just label it units. So my perimeter for the shape is 32 units. So the most important thing that you need to remember for your big ideas assignment is that diagonal length is 1.5, not 1, it's 1.5. Okay, let's keep scrolling. So finding a perimeter. So you're also going to have homework assignments that don't have grid paper. So you're going to have to actually figure it out using math. So this figure is made up of a semicircle and a triangle. So let's notice what we have so far. So far around the triangle, so from here to here, so I'm going to keep track of it over here, really organized. Around the triangle, I have 8 plus 6, okay? So that's going to give me 14 feet. So that's the perimeter around this triangle, okay? So I have that. Now what I need to do is I need to get the perimeter for this semicircle, which remember, that's technically circumference. So let's remind ourselves, circumference in general equals pi times d, okay? Cherry pie is delicious. That's circumference. C equals pi times d. Cherry pie is delicious. Circumference of a semicircle, though, let's remember, of a semicircle gives us a little something different. What do we have to do to this pi times d for circumference of a semicircle? What do we have to do? We have to cut it in half, which means we have to divide it by 2. Okay, so since this is a semicircle, we want to use this formula right here. Pi times d divided by 2. So now let's go down here and let's find the perimeter around the semicircle. So in order to do that, we are going to do pi times d divided by 2. Well, I know that they give me 10 is the diameter because it goes from one end of the circle to the other through the center. So this equals the diameter. I'm going to use 3.14 for pi. So 3.14 times the diameter is 10 divided by 2. Okay. So in my calculator, I'm going to go 3.14 times 10, divide that by 2, and I get 15.7 feet as my circumference of the semicircle. Now, my final step in order to find the perimeter of this whole shape is just combine them all together. Okay, so I know that my perimeter for around the triangle is 14 feet. And then I'm going to add that with the circumference of the semicircle, which is 15.7 feet. And that's going to give me 29.7 feet for my perimeter. All right, so that is how we find the perimeter of composite figures. So make sure you have all these notes down in your math composition notebook, and we will get started on the assignment tomorrow in class. Thanks for watching.